Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I am Protomario, and today we are reviewing Megaman ZX for the Nintendo DS. Megaman ZX is a interesting part of the Megaman saga, one of the later sagas, and more or less it is an interesting and first for the series on many different levels. While Megaman has been widely known as a mantistic type of game, this includes the ability to be a female protagonist. There is a sequel to this game, and it is known as Megaman ZX Advent. This game was developed by Innerpeace and, of course, published by the very well-known Capcom. Once more, this has not been ported over to Xbox Live Arcade or PSN, so unless you have a Nintendo DS, you will never be able to enjoy this game. So, make sure to get a DS and play it if you like what you see and what I say. Megaman ZX is a good game, and, well, more or less, it's an interesting game. It takes place 200 years after the end of the Mega Man Zero series, which is way at the end of the Mega Man series. The canon pretty much is that there's this biometal that you recover, and it seems to adapt itself with you. As one of the very rare people that can use this biometal, of course many people want this biometal because it grants them powers to become like Reploids. Reploids, once again, being humans that are semi-cyborg. I can't really sit here and tell you exactly the definitions, and I can't really get into a nerd debate with anyone because I really don't want to be brutally honest. It's just not my thing. Overall, though, it is pretty easy to assume that you're a cyborg with a Mega Buster on your arm. Megaman ZX is a very, very fun and inspiring plotline that many games lack nowadays. So if you're interested in story with a good action platforming base, this is the game for you. If you haven't played Mega Man in a few years and you think you can jump right into the story and understand what's going on, you can't. Let me give you a little bit of backstory to what this game includes. A long time ago, there were Mega Man, and he defeated Wily, and this virus named Sigma came about, and then Mega Man X came about, an upgraded form of Mega Man. Then Zero and Mega Man worked together to defeat the evil Sigma virus. Once defeated, years passed, and a place called Neo Arcadia rose up. Neo Arcadia being led by the modern equivalent of Mega Man. 200 years after the series, the Mega Man Zero series, it's not ZX, but it's pretty much the same. 200 years pass, and here we are today. Having defeated the evil Dr. Wheel, Zero went into sleeping hibernation again. I'm not really going to spoil the game, so just consider him gone. Overall, this game packs a good amount of platforming fun within the series and is a continuation of the Mega Man Zero canon, as I mentioned before. Some bosses will be extremely tedious and hard, while others will be very, very simple. Each biometal you collect will give you different abilities, such as the Guardians. One will make you extremely strong, another very agile, one you will be able to use two swords, and another you will become ninja-like. Mega Man ZX is not for the casual gamer per se, and even though it definitely looks like a pick-up and play kind of game, it is not. If you are not good at Mega Man games, you will not be good at Mega Man ZX. I assure you this. More or less, it is much like any other Mega Man game, but it is also much like any other Mega Man game in its difficulty. As you progress through the game, you will be assigned certain missions, and each mission will entail an end boss. Some end bosses, as I mentioned, just like before, will be much harder than the others. And as you progress, you will collect different biometals until you finally reach the end of the story and find out what's really going on. Once more, the plotline is very stirring in this game, the graphics are very nice to look at, and the sound is just magnificent, as almost every Mega Man soundtrack has always been very, very nice to listen to. The controls are very simple, and the touchscreen features are not that well integrated into this game, as they are not a necessity for you to learn. As you can see here, we are approaching an end boss, and more or less, this is the end boss for the area. The warm-up levels are extremely easy, and it will only get exceedingly more difficult. Beating this game will reward you greatly, and you will feel a great deal of satisfaction when you beat this game, much unlike the newer games of the era, because they are just, to say the least, not as difficult as these games. Each boss, some will be straightforward, where you just have to shoot them, and others will require a certain ability or a way to defeat them, as I am defeating this boss now. This is not me playing per se. This is actually recorded from home, Stone 23, which is actually an abbreviation for Honest Tom. I really have been screwing that up real bad lately, but I'm giving him a nice channel shout out. So if you really like to watch Let's Plays of very uncommon games, you really need to go over to his channel, because Honest Tom has